just got the handball away. Lynch was real fast with the hands as well to Shuey, but lots of Collingwood numbers around. Johnson picks it up from 50, a vacant goal square. Getting back first will be Hearn, pursued by Goldsack. Silly to keep it alive. Swan had a kick out of the air and missed it. Picked up by Goldsack. Blair to Cracker. Cracker on the right, brings it back on the left. Boy, was that silly play.
Andy Cracker, what an amazing story this is turning out to be. Did his knee in the pre-season, missed pretty much all of the year, came back in, played in the final last week, had one game before that, kicked 4 goals last week, off to a good start again tonight. And
moving the ball methodically at the moment. This kick goes in the Priddis direction, but Reid too tall.
Gets possession of the football. He sets it up for the Eagles with his foot skills.
Jolly down the line. Cloak, beautiful contested mark. Return on that beautiful left foot arc. Goes to the one-on-one deep. Goldsack got it. Beat Schofield in the one-on-one.
What a difference the game makes, Richo, when your big forward takes a contested mark and plays on. You get 2 one-on-one contests on the back of what Travis Cloak just did.
Well, Cloak
to keep the ball in their forward half of the ground. They took that to a whole new level. They need to just trap West Coast in this part of the ground.
Swan bursting out. Didak. Dawes trying to keep it rolling in the Didak direction. Marston, a bit of a no-look handball. Ends with Harry O'Brien. He gets a really good look. Off a step. I think he's got it. He has. Collingwood get there first at the 21-minute mark.
Well done, Harry O'Brien. Getting on the end.
That one, says Harry, was for John McCarthy. Swan out of the middle, starting to get some nice clean clearances now. Here's Cloak with a really good run at the ball. This is well within his kicking range.
Always at the right time, got back.
Great kick to Shuey. Thomas did well to force the issue to the ground here. Shuey nailed in a really good tackle from Reid, I think it was. Very impressive.
It's your job as a ruckman, Darcy. You always get down to try and a long shot at goal.
And you can get lazy sometimes. You think, well, Cloak's going to make the distance. Good chance to have a breather. Dean Cox never does, and that's why he's been one of the great players of the
last 5 minutes has been played at the Collingwood end. Blair goes sideways with a kick, able to pick it up to Brown. He's a left footer. Johnson gets onto that left foot now. Left foot high to the top of the square. Dawes was being held perhaps, and Pendlebury has taken the mark.
Yeah, brilliantly played from Scotty Pendlebury, and great to see this gun Collingwood midfield taking a bit more ownership. There is the tackle that sets it up from Ben Reid. Brilliant effort. And I think Pendlebury's taking it on his own. They need to kick some midfield goals tonight if they are to win this game.
At least Chris Dawes occupies Darren Glass there, and it gives Pendlebury the footy.
Directly in front to get it back to a 10-point ball game. Pendlebury, just nice and easy, kicks the goal for Collingwood. A goal. So they have won the last 6 or 7 minutes, and they've won the last 4 clearances, I think.
They have, and Darren Jolly just nullified Naitanui's jump there. Dawes didn't let him get up.
Did it beautifully, didn't he? Didn't give away a free kick. Collingwood win the clearance. Here they go again.
Dawes to Fasolo. Fasolo tries to draw them to the ball, and he has with Goldsack. Gee, Goldsack made that kick look a little better.
The target, Jolly was presenting in space, and a skill error has resulted in a turnover.
Naitanui, front centre by Beams, finds Didak, who's been incredibly lively in this first quarter, around the corner with a good kick to Jolly.
This is what I love about Darren Jolly, is that not only is he up for the challenge and he's a tough enough competitor to try and take on Naitanui and Cox, he's going to ask them a question as well and run forward.
He's occupied Hearn on those last few inside 50s, and he's the man they have to drag up, Shannon Hearn.
Jolly with a big kick. Half a minute remaining. Kick on the way, looks good. Collingwood peg another one back.
He's a good player, Darren.
Collingwood got a 2-on-1 out here. Here's Kennedy, goes to Brown. Tarrant with the shepherd. Reid, who was very impressive in the first quarter. O'Brien, high ball. Dawes can get a jump of it. Roney, one went, and that was Swan.
This Collingwood repeat inside 50s and time spent the forward half of the ground, just grinding them down.
Swan. And I think he might get a free for too high here. He has. Going down, hit him high.
Gee did this well at the stoppage. He pushed Priddis in, who's one of the best clearance players in the AFL. He pushed him right in under the ball, won the clear.
So Swan this time from just 25 metres out directly in front to make it a 3-point ball game. There is the situation. He makes no mistake, and Collingwood have recovered. I agree with him. I think Collingwood have been able to turn it into a 0-0 draw, and all of a sudden both teams on a level playing field again. Here's Johnson, goes to Cloak, who was really good in the air a couple of times, and a knock of the arms there. The advantage paid, comes out to Didak. Didak goes back inside. Here's side bottom, or is it Blair? It's the ladder. Cox and Jolly. Beams from the stoppage. High on the head of Butler, had to go back. Cracker, the MCG specialist. Here he is, around the corner. A beautiful kick out wide. Good mark taken by Wellingham. One bounce. He is quick. Can think about the second. Went from 50. Priddis to Hearn. Hearn to Embley. Just wanted to clear it out of the zone. 2-on-1. Shaw over the top. Elected to go backwards with a handball. Gaff was caught in the tackle. Pendlebury with the spoil. Did really well. Pendlebury through traffic. Look at that spin. Bit of hand candy. Delivery to Swan. West Coast got some numbers here, although Brown used the body well. Brian was able to pick it up, take it away, and gee, how can that be 15?
Now that's a better ball. The one we've been speaking about in the first half, it just breaks the whole game open.
Swan for Solo, good overhead.
Gee, he's got good hands for a small to medium forward for Solo.
I reckon he can kick this.
He has.
He's got the fat side open.
Thomas is there on that fat side. Richo, you nailed it. You picked it. Thomas was magnetically drawn into that spot.
Just great play by Fasolo to identify that Thomas had Naitanui running back on him. He did a good job to try and cover off Thomas Naitanui, but he didn't have the agility there. Look at Thomas, just doubles back into space. The big fella got a little bit lost trying to defend that then.
So Thomas, from 35 metres out, he's a right to left worker of the ball. In he comes. Kick on the way. Collingwood fans like it.
Take a risk and we'll kick more goals.
Only led in the first minute of the game. Other than that, Collingwood have been behind. Pendlebury out of the middle with some wizardry work. Goes short for Solo on the hands. This time couldn't get hold of it. Goldsack. Knock out to Thomas. Thomas around the corner, kicks the goal. Collingwood are in front. Thomas has kicked his second in a row.
And it came on the back of a clearance. Darren Jolie, listen to the crowd. Get involved here at the MCG. The Collingwood Army come to life. Darren Jolie's been sensational. Competed superbly. How about Pendlebury? We just spoke about his ability in traffic to carve his way through. And I love the contest that was created there by Goldsack. And Dale Thomas, as I said, didn't kick the goal for 5 weeks. He's got 2 in 10 seconds.
Yeah, and you'll see it here. You'll see Dale Thomas and his direct opponent Embley, top of the screen there, coming from the wing. Just better work rate from Daisy Thomas. Got down there, created something out of nothing, but that was a goal.
Glass can go to Schofield. That kick, as it got the depth, it put Schofield under pressure. Tyson Goldsack with a great tackle, and the recovery was equally as good as well. Look at the Collingwood players come from everywhere. 5 on to 2 it was at one stage. Somehow West Coast have won the ball and in the hands of Priddis.
But under heaps of pressure, Goldsack was just sensational there. Go on with it. Harry O'Brien comes in. The players have been lining up 5 metres out and sprinting quicker than they have done before, and that's what put Darling off the kick. He nearly got it smothered.
And I also don't think they give him the proper 5 metres to us. I reckon it's a little closer. Need to look at that. Here's Blair. Back to the square. The run by O'Brien, impressive. There's Tarrant on the lead. Needs clean hands. Got it. Turns back on his left boot. Little chippy.
Thomas tried to move him off the footy, but was just powerful enough to hold his ground and save the goal.
Gee, Gaff was slow getting rid of that. And Wellingham with a run-down tackle. And Cloak with the mark. Too far out to score, I would have thought. That's Buddy Range from there. High ball, top of the line. Thomas has got himself a free. Dale Thomas has a chance to kick Collingwood's and his 3rd consecutive goal.
Quick ball movement, great. Turns to one for 5 weeks.
3 goals in 7 minutes for Thomas and Collingwood. They lead by... Priddis out the back. Just got him. Dane Swan.
In the second quarter, as John Worsfold looks on with a bit of stress in his body language at the moment, it was Collingwood who were turning it over, going inside 50 under pressure, and now it's the reverse.
Look at the space here for Thomas. Beautiful kick from Beams. Thomas tries to take on Selwood. Has he got him? Thomas got the kick away. Cracker. The specialist here at the G says, come on, come at me. Sold the foot candy. Turned his back.
Intercepts and possession gains. And he's got that long leg. And look at that.
Likes his chances here.
He does. Fancies them, does. Right where the 50-metre line intersects the boundary. Told to play on. That's a good thumping ball. I tell you what, if that's not touched, it's a goal. Blair gets it. Collingwood by 17.
He was in no doubt at all.
One goal in the previous 94 kicks. How does it work out that way? Embley. Dawes appeared to hurt his knee when he went to ground then, and he is in a little trouble getting back to his feet now, but Collingwood players
against the Eagles took 4 or 5 contested marks.
Sure! Big fly from behind, unfairly, says the umpire. Now West Coast out of defence. That kick is horrible from Beams. Beams sees Goldsack. Goldsack will mark directly in front of goal.
Oh, Andrew Embley, look at John Worsfold with his hands in his head. He just can't
35 metres out. Tyson Goldsack missed a couple early. In he comes. That looks very, very good. Collingwood back in front. Did well by Cox and Priddis. Brown underneath. A high ball. Runner getting in the way. Quick handball. Gee, Shaw was
Must
lightning.
been a free kick, avoided it beautifully.
What a game of finals football we're seeing here. Beams from 50, a long ball. Kerr couldn't get it. Mackenzie didn't concede. Cracker picks it up. Put it over the head. Swan drops the mark. Recovers the ball. Turns around and kicks the goal. Collingwood have kicked it. They lead by 10. John down the field. Cox and Kennedy. Gee, Reid got a shocker. Kennedy able to get onto it. A bounce now. The kick out in front of Hill. Did Brown infringe? The umpire said no.
Good decision. Correct decision. Used his body really well.
You get the feeling Collingwood just hanging in there at the moment, but West Coast are a goal away from busting this one open.
Saw a stat there on screen before that will really
Position is just holding up. They've had a huge win around the clearances tonight. +11, Collingwood.
They are looking like they're going to score, though, the Eagles, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're pressing.
Tarrant out the back to side bottom with a hurried kick. Bad bounce for the Eagles player. Somehow that got through. That is unbelievable. Goldsack now. Does he take him on? Yes, he does. Took another bounce. He's got an open square. He can put it out. Rosa goes long and deep. Kennedy comes 4 deep. Reid was with him. Pendlebury opportunities. Collingwood have won. They'll play Sydney.